Hello everybody, today I'm reviewing the Electra WD1275F4B Washer Dryer. Well, my first impressions of the washer dryer after unboxing was how strikingly good looking it was. Well, you know, for a washing machine anyway. The appliance is nicely finished in a high gloss black, flush door portal with a small amount of detailing around the top panel. My second impression of the machine was just how heavy this thing is, and I mean really heavy. It's not weighed in kilos or tons, but in planetary units. Whilst this makes manoeuvring the unit into place quite cumbersome, it does have actually one major advantage. On the spin cycles I've run so far, even at maximum at 1200 RPM, the machine is actually surprisingly vibration free. Living in an apartment block, this is actually quite a big consideration for me, and I'm sure it's welcomed by some of my neighbours. On initial setup, the installation was a breeze and only required a simple hand tightened water connection at the back and alongside a standard waste pipe insert. The accompanying laminated quick start guide was actually very useful and detailing the simple steps to get up and running. Unfortunately, it was only after pushing the machine into place in my utility closet that the quick start guide pointed me towards the 4 transportation security bolts secured in the back. So time to haul out the planet weighing thing again to remove the bolts, which, well, is not ideal, but serves me right for not reading the manual, I suppose. I'm a bloke, what did you expect? There's a wide selection of wash programs available from the rotary selection wheel, and each of these programs can be tailored to a specific need, such as length of drying time, spin speed and wash temperature, that kind of thing. The LED display relays the customised settings with nice clear symbols and numbers that reflect the selections being made. The most useful display being the countdown timer. My old machine relied on guesswork to know when it will be finished, but this little beauty clearly tells you how many minutes until your cycle is done. I was impressed with the quality of wash too. Even on an eco 20-degree wash cycle, it completed the load, leaving the clothes fresh smelling and clean. I was most impressed, however, with the drying cycle. My old machine would leave the tumble dryer load with a slight metallic smell, but this machine left none of that. It's a powerful dryer too, noticeably more efficient and quicker than my older machine. Other features I like include the wide opening portal, which has a satisfying clunk when closed. This leaves a feeling of quality and sturdiness. And the 24-hour delay timer comes in very handy when wanting to run a drying cycle at night, for instance. I'm on an Economy 7 tariff in this building, which makes drying significantly cheaper overnight. And also there's the automatic half-load detection, which reduces the energy required for each cycle. I do, however, have one complaint about this machine, and to be honest, it's quite an alarming one. I ran an empty 15-minute rinse cycle to clean out the drum prior to its first use, which was no problems there. So I went ahead with the first proper load. After 20 minutes or so, I could smell a strong kind of burning plastic smell coming from the utility cupboard. I was quite alarmed by this and I immediately paused the wash program and left it for a while to cool off. The smell eventually subsided enough for me to be confident with continuing the cycle, but I did watch it like a hawk from that point on. At the end of the cycle, I was pleased to find a nicely finished wash, and that the clothes hadn't actually attracted the smell of what I detected earlier. The incident appears to have been a kind of one-off and hasn't happened again since. Maybe it was just burning off some manufacturing grease or something similar inside the washer on its first run. I just actually don't know. Overall, I'm really pleased with the machine. It's got plenty of features, it's more economical than my older machine, and has a really sleek look to it. If only I didn't think it was on fire the first time that I'd used it. Well, hopefully this has given you an insight into the Electra washer dryer and review. Do love the black and it fits quite well into my space. So hope you've enjoyed. Thanks again.